time in my life I can travel, I can be on shows. It's time for me to explore all that there is to be. I don't know.
I don't wait for Shabbat to respond. She's not.
Did she leave?
So are you afraid of dating? You guys,
Am I afraid?
No, I'm just saying, as a question to everybody. Are you afraid of dating in this new age? She said survive. I don't know. In this new age, are you afraid? Because there's so many different outcomes of dating. And how should a guy be approaching women, or a woman approaching men? Do you think it's all right for a woman to ask you on the first date? Like, she see you and say, oh, you looking good. And then ask you out on the first date. That's a good one. Have you ever done that?
Have I ever asked a guy out on a date? Javante funny as heck. Javante saying all kinds of stuff.
She was. I'm telling you, I was repeating it.
So you're asking me, wait, repeat the question, because I was really laughing at
I said, would you be able to ask a guy, have you ever asked a guy out on a date? Like, you saw him, he was across the room, he was looking good, and you were like...
No. I grew up thinking that that's what a female don't do. A female do not approach a guy. A female do not, ask a guy to marry her. A female do not ask a guy to go, if she sees him and don't know. If I know a guy like, hey, you want to go out? Let's go kick it. But as far as meeting somebody and like, oh my God, he is like hot. Let me go up and talk to him and ask him if he wants to, get to know me or something. No.
You would have...
No, I've never done that.
Would you?
No. Sorry. I
really
have a crush on you, and you will never, ever freaking know that I have a crush on you. You would never know. I keep that shit to myself. That way I'm safe. My secret is safe with me.
Is your secret safe with you?
My secret is safe with me. With me. When it comes to something like that.
Okay.
If I have a crush on somebody, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't know that person's status. And as a female, but I don't want to look or give the impression that I'm like loose. Because I heard that when women approach men, we're loose. Men think women are loose if women come up to them and ask them or say, ooh, babe, or hit on them and stuff like that. That's what I've been taught. So I've never hit on a guy. I don't flirt with guys. I don't hit on guys. Now, if I think a guy is flirting with me and looking at me, I used to think a guy maybe if he's looking at me, he's flirting with me, so I would flirt back. But then I learned like, oh, he wasn't flirting with me. Oh, shit. How embarrassing is that shit? Right? It's like, so therefore I don't even go with that anymore because, eye contact, like, you looking at me? Oh, shit.
Now.
He was looking at someone behind me. Shame.
I be doing that when people be waving, and I be thinking,
like,
are they waving at me again?
That wasn't
so
me.
then I just don't wave.
I stop. Now if I think someone looking at me, I'm like, casually kind of look and make sure it's...
You talking to me?
It's me. Shit. And then I'll be like...
Oh, no. Don't do those. Shavante said, these men from here are scared to ask you out. They are usually not from here that approach you. How do you feel about that one?
I don't have no one approach me.
Oh.
To be honest, I ain't got nobody. Okay, let me stop. Okay. Because for a fact, I've had y'all seen people approach me and do things on the floor.
They do?
Exercise.
She said, do things. Oh, yeah. That.
Anyway. Okay, so.
That one was.
There's weird things that I experience. They're different. I won't say weird. There is different. It's not the norm.
I don't know, because I'm telling you, all my single friends have issues.
Some of the stuff that I go through right now. You're doing a flip for me. You're doing an acrobat for me. I've never had anybody, what would you do for a client?
I'm not
so I'm going, but what is the fascination though, literally? Because to me, I'll be like, I stay so busy. Like I said, I won't say I don't date. I'll say no one asked me out for dates. No one has asked me out for any dates. I have one person that asked me out for a date. Basically, let's go here, let's go there. And it was the best date ever that I can always reflect on and say that was a really, really good date. Okay. It was an outing. but it really wasn't a date.
Sharonda
See, because
said
to me, my perception of a date is somebody's wanting to get to know you.
Sharonda said push-ups.
What she said?
She said push-ups. I can't see nothing, but I saw the word. She said push-ups. And how many push-ups did he get to have to go on a date with you?
Who said that?
That's me.
Oh, you.
That's me. How many push-ups does he have to take? Go on a date with you?
You ain't right.
You ain't right. Laughing. I'm sorry, that was funny.
You ain't right. That's just because y'all experienced that. Y'all know what's going on. And only y'all know what's going on and being talked about. Now, if the person is watching, you're an amazing person. I'm just going to say that.
Come to me for advice about your family and friends, to your husband and your wife. I can tell you about mine and what's been applied. So stay tuned and buckle in for the ride.